And this is a webinar, Jumpstart Your SAP User Experience Roadmap with Nsight's Fiori Starter Package. I'm Surbhi Kumar, and I will be coordinating this event today. This session will be recorded. Before we go further, I want just to review the procedure of this webinar. Right now, I have everybody on mute to avoid background noises that may distract you from listening to the webinar. Throughout the presentation, I will be managing the chat functionality. You can enter your questions and comments in the question box throughout the presentation. You can also use the icon on the control panel to raise your hand to indicate that you have a question. Once you raise your hand, I will make a note of the question and address the panel at the end of the session in our Q&A session, just to save us some time. The recordings of the webinar will be available on the website eventually. We will be communicating deep dive webinars in the near future, just so you guys know. I will now start the webinar, and here we go. Now, first and foremost, our target audience for this presentation are SAP customers which are seeking to provide better user experience enhancement for end user productivity and seamless user adoption of SAP processes. Customers wishing to implement standard SAP Fiori apps in their development environment. SAP customers evaluating SAP Fiori for their business users. And SAP customers undergoing a tool evaluation. Customers seeking the following are also our target audience. Customers who are following rollout of UI apps to QA and production environment, installation of additional standard SAP Fiori apps, enhancement and extension of standard SAP Fiori apps, customizing UI5 applications, formal UI assessment, and UI tool evaluations. And the agenda for today is first Nsight and their user experience practice overview, then business case for UI, then SAP Fiori starter package, the scope and deliverables of what we are offering, then a high-level project plan, and then some resources. I will now hand you over to my colleague Steve Libson, who is the VP of Sales, who will take this call forward. Steve?
Hey, Surbhi, this is John.
Yes, John.
Am I the only attendee on this right now? Because I'm showing that.
Everybody else I have muted, and the attendee list is hidden from each other.
Okay. Steve's not on yet?
I don't know. I gave him.
Surbhi, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you take control of the computer now?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Finally. Thank you. I was having a problem with dialing in here, but I just switched to my computer, so I hope this will work okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So my understanding, Surbhi, you'll be controlling the slides here, and I'll be talking over them, okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. So thanks for the intro, Surbhi. My name's Steve Lipson. I'm Vice President of Sales of Nsight. Joining us on the call today from our marketing track, again, is Surbhi. And we also have Paparo and Ashok and Ashna from our solution track. Next slide, Surbhi, please. Okay, so before we get started with the demos and the Fiori starter package overview today, I'll be presenting just a brief introduction to Nsight and our UX practice. Next slide. Nsight has been providing business and IT consulting solutions and services for over 10 years now. We're headquartered in Santa Clara, California, and we have satellite offices on the East Coast and in Canada. Our offshore development and support center is located in Hyderabad, India. We do hold authorized partnerships with SAP, Salesforce, Microsoft, and Kony Mobility Solutions. Our SAP professional practices include comprehensive support and consulting for the entire ERP and CRM stacks and for niche solutions around Fiori, UI5, Personas, and NetWeaver. Next slide. This slide basically outlines our team, our services, and our solutions. Our team is led by seasoned IT executives and consultants who have the know-how and the experience to bring business users and IT teams together to deliver projects that bring value to the business and make the user experience enjoyable. We offer a full range of business and IT consulting solutions along with customized delivery methods. We'll talk a little bit more about our solutions as we go forward with the presentation today. Next slide. These are some of the clients that we've teamed with over the years, and more than half of them are still engaged with us for ongoing projects. As you can see, the majority of them are very large enterprise organizations. We do work within mid-market. Within the mid-market also with several mid-market clients. But our focus, again, is pretty much straightforward to large enterprise clients. Next slide. This is relative to our global delivery model. Nsight delivers solutions in a hybrid manner, utilizing both on-site and offshore resources, along with sometimes offshore resources from a hybrid solution standpoint. This slide is in reference basically to our offshore facility in Hyderabad. We currently have capacity for 250 seats with capability for future expansion. Facilities and processes are ISO certified, and we include management oversight for every hybrid or dedicated offshore project. Next. This slide demonstrates our capabilities of providing solutions for each of the various services listed and includes subject matter expertise around them. For today's webinar, we'll be focusing mainly on our Fiori and UX services and offering, just basically around the Fiori and the UX services today. We can talk about some of these other offerings. Should you be interested, please do leave a message on the message board here. Next. Nsight also has a robust professional practice around enterprise mobility solutions. On the Go is a custom cross-platform app that we developed that provides for real-time capture of SAP transactions from any mobile device and synchronizes the data with the back-end systems. Next slide. This is a timeline that basically sets forth some of the milestones specific to our partnership with SAP over the past 6 years. One of the key features of this that I'd like to point out is that for the past year now, our team has worked directly with the SAP development team, co-innovating and co-developing Fiori apps. Next. We take a 3D approach to basically ensure the ultimate user experience, beginning with the discovery phase through blueprinting and design to production, deployment, and realization. Next, this slide shows in a simplified manner how Fiori apps transition from functional-based to role-based applications, mainly to enhance the user experience by decomposing the apps for each role. exposing only the relevant data that's necessary and the functionality of that data. Also, instead of multiple entry points for the user, there would be a single sign-on entry point. Next. Okay, the next few slides in the presentation are screenshots from the e-commerce, our field service apps, iBase app that we'll be covering in the demo. So let's skip over these. Surbi, if you could just go to slide 24, and let's turn it over to Ashok from our solutions team at this point to discuss UX best practices and also to begin the demos, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Ashok, are you able to access the slides now, beginning at slide 24?
Ashok, can you hear me?
Maybe he's on mute.
He may have to come in through the PC. I tried calling in on the phone line and it didn't work.
So,
Ashok, can you hear me?
I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Slide 24.
So Ashok, you're now the presenter.
Okay. Okay.
Can you share your
you.
screen with us?
Sure. Okay, just a minute. Hi everyone, this is Ashok. I am working as a solution developer for Nsight. So, talking about Fiori, this slide basically tells like for every dollar invested, we receive between $100 and $10 and $100. So the main, the basic thing which the slide wants to tell is like the early innovators, they are the ones who will really get the benefit out of Fiori. But currently, we have just 3% who are innovators, and they are the ones who are trying to like implement Fiori in their organizations. Basically, the technology-driven companies and the one who are like sales-driven, they move into Fiori a bit late. Like there are like 13% people, and the last. As we move down the line, you can see like 34% or 16%. Those are the companies who are the last, like if there is a demand, high demand, when the demand goes very high in the market, they start moving into Fiori. That's the time when it's almost saturated. So it's always good to move into a technology that's upcoming and try to move into those things instead of waiting for everyone else to join the race and then move ahead with them. So we would like everyone.
Hello? Ashok? Hello?
I think we lost him.
Oh.
Hello?
Let's wait just.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Ashok, you're fading in and out.
Oh, Okay. Can you hear now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So coming to the next slide, it's basically we are looking at this slide. This slide is basically telling like most of the companies they are into maintenance of the existing products, existing SAP products. So 80% of the customers are there in the market who don't move into SAP Fiori, and they are still going and working on the SAP implementations which they have in hand. They are not moving into new technologies, and only 20% of the total market, those are the companies who have moved into SAP Fiori. So instead of waiting, like I said before, instead of waiting for others to join in, at least 80% also start moving into implementing SAP Fiori, they can have the benefits of Fiori and a good user experience. This is the return on investment which one receives by implementing SAP Fiori. They will have a good customer self-service, they can have a good employee data entry, they can use all of these things in SAP Fiori, like a good customer service will be there, the employee data entry, they can easily have employee data entry, the employee self-service, basically this is talking about, and then content participation, user-generated content and process automation. So all these are benefits of using SAP Fiori. The best practices, if we see the best practices when we implement SAP Fiori, what is the return on investment? So the best practices of user interfaces is basically they focus more on the user. There is extensive research, and currently there are prototypes available which they can be used. Assist users to build requirements, invest in good and intuitive design, standardization, and unification of the interface, template, and rule-based deployment. So these are all the best practices which the user interfaces follow. And the returns are also very nice, like it increases user productivity because the Fiori is, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
We can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I thought someone was asking a question. Okay, so the return on investment is also as beneficial after implementing Fiori or any other user interfaces. It increases the user productivity because these are all for the comfort of the users. It reduces user errors, decreases the training and documentation cost, decreases user support, increases user satisfaction, job satisfaction. There's trust in system, ease of use, because all of these are like web-based, so there is not much the user has to do, unlike the traditional SAP where you have to go to different transactions, different screens. So here there will be screens, but since it's user-friendly screens, so the user errors and user satisfaction will automatically increase, and likewise the efficiency of the users working will also increase. Nsight, coming to Nsight uses the SAP UI5 framework for developing interfaces with existing applications. So they will help integration between the SAP UI5 with other applications. So this is one of the features. Then business case for leveraging SAP UI5. So SAP UI5, as it's mentioned over here, is an open source technology for customers aiming to develop web-based applications. So this is, as we all know, that UI5 is a product provided by SAP, which is used for making applications which are web-based for maximum user satisfaction. So these are all the basic things which are there in SAP UI5, like they provide out-of-box library. It has SAP UI content is there, easy deployment, no additional cost for software, solves user experience challenges, enables simplicity and ease within business process, works across all devices, whether it's desktop, tablet, smartphones, anything. So, so these are like all the benefits of implementing SAP UI5. And coming to the demonstration, okay, Nsight has developed some of them based on some of the applications which Nsight has created, because Fiori is like 2 years old. So the whole market is moving towards Fiori building small applications. So Nsight is also moving into that direction, building up applications like, if we see, this is the Fiori startup page. So Fiori has something called Launchpad, which is a web-based application where you can access the SAP applications from the background on the web. So this is the front page when you log into Fiori. So Fiori means flower, so you have the background as a flower. So you put your username and password and just press log on, and it will take you to the Launchpad. So this is the Launchpad. You have different applications which have been grouped together under a catalog. This is the catalog sales representative CRM. So this sales representative CRM catalog has all these different applications under it, which have been grouped together. So if you can go into any of these, so for sales representative, so this is one of the screens which has been prepared in Fiori, but all this data in the back end comes from SAP. So you can see, like, you have some basic information about this particular lead, and you can add notes, attachments, and participants. So list of participants will also come up. So you can add all of these. You can add more participants if you want. You can accept or reject. So all these different features are there in this particular application. Or you can have something like Fiori Workshop, where you will have different service tickets available. And you can see all these are basically, all this data comes from SAP in the background. It is there. You have this particular service ticket, if you see, you can have the details, and you can add notes to it. So if you see over here, there is no contact, but if you can put a contact, we can also attach a Google Map link over here. So when you click that link, it will automatically take you to the exact location where the service ticket has been raised. So you have different features available. You can, again, highlight with different colors the priorities of these service tickets, like low green and medium is brown and high is red, very high is black. So you can customize it according to your requirements. And you can also create different groups over here. If you want to create a different group, say I use it like SAP demo. So I've created a group over here. I want to add some applications under this. So I can go over here and just say my task, and it will show you this. So I can just select that, okay, and it says title my task was added to this new group. So it has been added over here. So, and if you like, if I don't want this, I want to delete this, just simply drag, and here it is removed. So you can just remove this, and I want to remove this particular catalog also, just drag, and I remove it. So it's gone. So all these different features are there, and also this is like you can, depending on the size of the screen, the different the tiles, basically these are called tiles over here. So these tiles will arrange accordingly. If you see, if I push it a bit here, it automatically comes down. So it has like, depending on your screen size, it automatically adjusts all the different applications. And this can be like seen either on your laptop or your mobile phone or your iPads, anything. So it's available on all the different devices. And similarly, another application which Nsight created was a tree structure, which we normally see in SAP. This also you can build over here. We have like a Megastore installation, some product is there. I want to see what are different components are inside this computer basically. I just click over here and this tree structure, it gives you like a detailed. You can go more deep into what all things you want. So you can design this way also. So these are the different things available. On the e-commerce side also we have an application. Paparo, if you can just demonstrate that.
Okay, Surabhi, can you make me the presenter?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, just give me a minute. Ashok, can you return the privilege? Is it possible for you? Thank you. Okay, Paparo, all yours.
Okay, can you see my desktop now?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, hi all. This is Paparo Undavali working in SAP technologies for the last 17 years. So today I would like to show the demo of e-commerce, SAP e-commerce, what we developed using Fiori or the UI5. So basically we bring the SAP, the sales order or the quoting functionality into the web application using the Fiori. So it works on SAP CRM as well as an ERP. So this is a web application. Depending upon where the order functionality or the quoting functionality is available, we can configure the system, to talk to the either CRM or SAP ERP system. So as a distributor, right, when he log on to this application, so this is the home page he's going to see that. This is the sample web page, the home page. So here, of course, you can display some promotional items, the promotional the pricing or there's some deals, you can put that in the home page. But under this, we have a 4 application. We have tracking the order history, or the checking the invoice status, or the the credit memos, or the debit payments and all that. And you can also check for the price and availability of the product before place an order, or you can also place an order. So what I would like to show that here is, as a distributor, I would like to browse the catalog and then place an order. That's my starting point. And also that I would like to display the order history, how I see the order history, and also looking for the invoice document and downloading the invoice PDF documents and all that. So, so I'm going to click on a place an order button here. Okay, so this is going to. Okay, so here, when you're placing an order, right, the first thing he has to do is that, looking for the product, what he wanted to buy. So what we did was here, you can do, it's kind of like a Amazon ordering experience. The way you do an Amazon, right, you can search for a product, either keyword. Let's say if I say that in a computer, for example, I'm just going to type here. right? In a particular category, you can search for it. Let's say if I say PC, right? Okay, so you don't have that. Let's say if I want to, let me refresh it. Okay, let me log off and log in again. Okay. So here, let's say, you search for for example, the computer, right? And these are all the categories available. So based on the product catalog, what you configured in the backend system or based on the product hierarchy, right? The system will automatically pick up this hierarchy. Or, let's say that you wanted to shop by the category, you can also search for the category as well here. So again, right, this is a zero footprint. Whatever the backend is configured based on the, the hierarchy of your product catalog, the system is going to prepare this UI accordingly. So these are all the products available, based on the key parameter, based on the category, what you select. And then on the left-hand side, you see that, you can filter the product, this is the local filtering. Let's say that, I just want to, filter that only the flat screen. Then you can see that, these are the 3 products available here. And so we have some kind of an image. We can display that. Again, there is a URL configuration in the back end, based on that, the customer may have some images. Then, system is going to pick up the image here. And this is the product, the name and the product ID. And here, we'll display some long description about the product. And there could be some video files or the V2 files, or the instruction manuals, whatever it is, right? There is some video files, you can attach it here. And if the product is under promotion, then you can display the promotional message. And this is the minimum quantity, you have to order. So let's say that I'm going to put quantity 10, and I'm going to add this product to the shopping cart. And now you see that this product is added to the shopping cart. And you can also go to the wish list. You can create a wish list, as many as you want it. And let's say these are the products you have been ordering very frequently. And you can select all these products and add to the shopping cart. Now, if I go to the shopping cart here, now what system is going to do is that, it is talking to the ERP or CRM system based on the configuration what you have, and it's going to simulate either the code or the sales order document. So here you'll see that, all the items, what you added in the shopping cart, and of course, you can change the quantity or you can delete the quantity. And on the left-hand side, you see that, the pricing summary, what will be the total order value, subtotal discounts, and in the shipping and all that, So again, this is all configurable. I call it as a pricing summary. And if you look into the framework, right, this is a guided procedure. It's like, the way you do that, ordering in eBay or in Amazon or the Best Buy, how you do that side. So we completely bring that, the experience into the Fiori, the framework. So here, so once you maintain this quantity and all that, now you're going to click on the continue button to maintain the shipping details. So here, the sold to party has 2 ship to parties, so you're going to select one of the ship to party. And of course, you can always override the ship to address if it is a drop ship order. And now, once you maintain the shipping details, then you're going to click on the continue button so that the system is going to determine all the shipping additional charges, if there are any additional charges available in the back end. And now you maintain the delivery details, so you can, mention that, customer reference number and then the requested delivery date and also who will be our carrier and some incoterms and then maintain some delivery notes. And now I'm going to, next step. So now the system is going to maintain that, the billing detail. So there is one bill to party available for the sold to party. So the system is automatically going to select the bill to party. And I'm going to click on the continue. So now here, right before you place an order, the system is going to display the, the order, the final view of the order. So this is your shopping cart, this is your shipping details and the delivery details and the billing details. And once you verify that it looks good, yeah, and then you click on a checkbox, and then you're going to place an order here. So again, right, each tab, so this is a guided procedure, and each tab has a number of fields. These fields could be more or less depending upon the customer, or there could be more tabs or less tabs, but this is like, standard ordering process what you have in the standard SAP system. And once once you're okay with this order, then you're going to place an order. So now the system is going to create a sales order in ERP system or CRM system based on your configuration. Now here, it created the order number 155, so I'm going to click on this order number 155. Then now it takes you to the details of the sales order. So here, you see that on the right-hand side, there's a pricing summary, and then there is some header info here. And you see that, the line items, how many of them are open, in process, shipped, and, item details. And you can also display the shipping details. And the order is still open. You can also edit the order as well. And then let's say that, if you want to print the PDF, there's a print button here. So this is going to print the PDF document. So whatever the order confirmation you have in the output in the back end, system is going to read the smart form, and it's going to prepare the PDF, and it's going to display the PDF. And you can save this, in your PC, and then, or you can, file this in a cabinet. So that's how you print this order confirmation. And, yeah, so you can also display the various notes available here. So as a distributor, you can always maintain some more notes. It's kind of like an entering like a Twitter comments. You can see that all the notes available for the distributors, and you can see all the attachments if there are any automatically added attachments, manuals or order confirmation and all that. You can see it here. And then, of course, these are all the people involved in the ordering process. Who will be on the supplier side, customer side, their phone numbers as well. And if there are any invoices with this order, you can also see this. Of course, this is just an order we just created, right? So there are no invoices for the sales order. So this is how you display the sales order once you place an order. So I'm going back to the home page, and now I'm going to display order history. So now the system is going to display all the orders as per your distributor or the sold to party. So now here you can see that, right? This is a default view of the sales orders which are in open or in process or the last 6 months. Again, this is the configurable query. So, and if you want to do advanced query, let's say if you want to search for the last 2 years or 3 years orders, what you placed, right? There is something called advanced search. So here, you can select the time period or the order number or the material number, and so you can type those numbers and click on the search button. It's going to do the query. But otherwise, by default, it's going to display the only open and in-process orders as per your configuration of the query. So now here, I'm going to select one of the order here. Let's say order number 89. This is the completed, and it's fully delivered. And as you can see that this order has the invoices as well, list of all your invoices. So here, if you click on a PDF, so now it's going to display the invoice PDF document here. So again, right, what are the invoice configuration or the smart form output you have in the back end? So that's what is going to display that. So the customer can display the invoices of the given sales order. Or if you click on the invoice details, it will also take you to invoice details as well. Yeah. So, and the other thing is that, here, there is also one more thing, right? From the list view, you can also display the invoices. So let's say without going into the details of the order, from the list view, you can quickly display the list of the invoices. Or if it is in process, you can also check for the, the shipping or the bill of lading. Let's say, for example, this is in process, and you can see that, the shipping details of the sales order. So this is the delivery document number, and this is the UPS tracking ID. So when you click on this, it will take you to the details of the. It will tell you that where this the product is available, and when you are going to get that, So this is integrated to all the shipping carriers, amazing shipping carriers like UPS, FedEx, and all that. And let's say if you want to print this, again, the PDF document of the sales order, there is a print button as well. So you don't have to go to the details of the order, but from the list view also you can do some quick actions. Let's say if this is the order I would like to place, repeat, you are copying the sales order. Let's say, I'm going to select maybe the order number 89. So this is completed, and I would like to, repeat the sales order. So what I can do, right, from this order number 89, you can create a shopping cart. So now when you click on a shopping cart, the system is going to tell you that, okay, these are the 2 items available, for the selected sales order, and you pick these 2 items and create a shopping cart. So now on the right-hand side, top, you see that there is a shopping cart button. So now when you click on the button, the system is going to, again, take you to the order creation process. So again, it's going to repeat the same story, right? So again, you modify the quantity and maintain the shipping, delivery, billing details, and then place an order. So this is like, another way of creating a sales order, from the existing sales order. Yeah. So you don't have to browse the catalog. So I have shown you that, there are 3 ways you can create a sales order, right? Again, from the product catalog, you can create a sales order, or from the wish list, you can also create a sales order, or from the existing sales order, you can create a sales order. Yeah. And there's one more thing I would like to show that here is that check the price and availability of the product. Let's say before I buy the product, right, I would like to see that, how much this product costs, when it is available, and what storage location it is available. So this is the product I would like to check it. So I'm going to click on this button called, check price and availability. Now what system is going to do is going to basically, looking into your inquiry in the back end, and it's going to say that, okay, this product is available, and this is the list price, this is the discount, this is the total net price, and this product is available, in this following storage location, and this is the lead time. So now let's say this is if you decided that I would like to buy this product, then yeah, so you can pretty much add this product to the shopping cart right from here. So now if I say click on add to cart, then you see that now this product is added to the shopping cart. Now again, you click on a cart button, now it will take you to the sales order creation screen. So now the last one I would like to show that is invoices. Let's say at the distributors or the retailers, he would like to see all his invoices or the credit memos or the down payment. So he can click on invoices button, and now he can see the list of all the invoices. Again, there is an advanced query here. Let's say if you wanted to browse the, let's say, last 3 years, all the invoices here. It's like kind of like a bank statement, right? When you log onto the bank site, you'll only see that last 2 or 3 months statement. And then if you want to go back, you have to do advanced query. So we followed the similar concept here. And again, if you click on this invoice detail, then it will take you to the invoice detail. So again, we followed the same Fiori framework. So this is the invoice. There are 2 line items, and this is the the summary of the invoice. And of course, there's again a print button here. So when you click on the print, it's going to print the PDF of the invoice details. So I know I went through this demo very quickly because of the time what I have been given. But if you wanted to have an extensive demo, or if you want to get into more details, either the technology or the framework or maybe configuration details, please contact Surabhi, and she can arrange a one-to-one demo with me, and then I can go through all the details, in a more detailed way. So with that, I completed my quick presentation about the e-commerce product, what we developed using the Fiori framework.
Thank you, Paparao. Can you hand over the control?
Yeah.
Thank you, Paparo.
No.
So now we will move to, I will hand over the presentation to Steve again, who will speak a little about our starter package that we are offering.
Yeah, thanks, Sergey. Let's go to slide 34, and I know we're running a little bit short of time here, so just a quick overview of our Fiori starter package, and then we'll move on to the Q&A. I think slide 34, I think it starts.
Yep. I am trying to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
No, not yet. Looks like you have control now.
Yep. You said slide 34, right?
Yeah, please.
There you go. Oops. Okay. All yours, Steve.
Okay. I don't see it.
You see my screen now?
Not yet.
Oh.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay. I think that's 34. Yeah. Okay, so basically, Nsight provides a starter package for the installation implementation of SAP Fiori and UI5. Again, we're running a little bit short of time here, so I'm going to go over this real quickly. The scope of the starter package basically provides for a detailed project plan. I think if you go to the next page, Fiori. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so the scope of the starter package provides for a detailed project plan. We'll then activate and configure up to 10 standard SAP transactional Fiori apps in your development environment, and also install Fiori-like apps developed by Nsight. Additionally, we'll assist your basis team with the gateway, with the UI5 and with Fiori add-on installations, and all the post-installation activities that are required, including the documentation and the training. We'll configure the SSO functionality. I think if you go to the next slide. Or actually, we're a couple slides back. I think we're still at. Can you go back a couple? Okay, forward, please. Okay, good. Back one slide, Sergey. Okay, this is a typical scope of work, as I began talking about in the previous slide. The average time for completion of all the tasks associated with the starter package is approximately 2 weeks, and we do have a fixed price of $12,500. Next slide, please. This is basically a diagram of the single sign-on functionality using SSL and SAML 2.0. And I think the next two slides, Surabhi, are pretty much very technical. I don't think it's we want to get into that right now since we're short of time. Why don't we jump right directly into the Q&A session and the wrap-up.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So the first question is, how does this have impact on other SAP products like BW, BO, or BPC, etc.?
Hello?
Papa Rao, would you like to take the answer?
Yeah,
Ashok?
Can you repeat the question, please?
How does this have an impact on other SAP products like BW, BO, or BPC?
When you say how does it mean the SAP e-commerce? Which one are you talking about? Like when you say how does it impact means, are you talking about the e-commerce solution what I have presented? I really didn't.
Yeah, I think it's specific to Fiori and UI5 at this point, Papa.
Right. Well, the impact means, right, of course, it is not going to impact the existing process, right? The impact will be always in a positive way. In other words, let's say, of course, it is not going to interact with the BW. It's going to interact with core application like ERP and CRM system. So what you are doing, right, you are basically simplifying this user interface or the process what you have either in SAP GUI or the WebTin Pro or maybe CRM Web UI. You are simplifying that UI using this Fiori and bring that into the tablet. So you are giving another way of maintaining this transaction. So this is mainly a UI change. So there should not be any change in the business logic. We are not going to reinvent the wheel what you already have in the system as far as the business logic, as far as the backend is concerned.
Okay. That is the only question. Anybody else have a question? Please do type it in the chat session. Okay, if we don't have any other questions, then I would like to thank all the presenters, Steve, Papa Rao, Ashok, and all the participants. Oh, there's another question, sorry. Are there any performance bottlenecks?
Right now, actually, you get a better performance using this now because what happening is that you only fetching the data what you need. That's one thing, and also that if you are doing an SAP GUI or maybe CRM Web UI, right? Every time you hit enter, or maybe if you go to one screen to another screen, it will be always interacting with APIs. So therefore, you see more spinning wheels. Whereas in this UI, right, the Fiori UI application, what we have shown it to you, it will only, you have a control when to talk to the backend. So you can do a lot more programming at the client level, like, a little bit of validation and all that, right? These things can be done very easily at the UI level, and it does not have to communicate to the backend. Therefore, you don't see a spinning wheel. So you only, it's your control when to talk to the backend. So when you click on a save button, for example, or when you click on a simulate, that is the time you will be talking to the backend. So therefore, since it is communicating to the backend API less number of times compared to the application what you have right now in the GUI or the Web UI or the WebTin Pro, the performance will be much better.
Are there any pre-configured Fiori solutions, or each solution will be independent of each other?
Yeah. There are, you know, like what Ashok has shown you that, right? They're all SAP given applications, you know. In each module, like, you know, or in each role, like sales rep or the manager role or the procurement or the, you know, finance, the SAP has given a set of applications, and they all basically comes at free of cost. All we need to make sure that we have proper infrastructure and install them and configure it, and see what you have in the standard. And I'm sure that, you know, you have a lot of customizing or some additional fields, you know, G fields and all that. So we had to bring those additional fields or additional business logic or the UI logic to the standard application. So in other words, like this, right, you know, you have, like, for example, you know, the standard sales order creation, and now you will be implementing a lot of user exits or some additional tabs and all that, right? So we may have to do the same thing in the UI, in addition to the standard apps what SAP has given that. Yes, there are some plenty of apps SAP has given that. And on the top of that, you know, Nsight also has, you know, identified some gaps, and then they developed some additional apps like e-commerce, for example, or the iBase application, what Ashok has shown you that, you know, these are all the samples of what we have it right now. But if you really want to see the live demos, we can have a separate call.
Thank you. Okay, so that's all we have time for now. Thank you, everybody, for attending. And if you have any other further inquiries and questions, please get in touch with me at survey@nsight-inc.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.